is Journey into Wild Indonesia, the volcanic islands. Here we are on the island of Bali. Some call it the island of the gods.
It's an enchanting island, and there's so much to see.
I've reached 40 countries, and I'm only 7. Indonesia, baby.
This is Journey into Wild Indonesia, the volcanic islands.
We're in the Pacific Ring of Fire. There's a lot of volcanic activity in this area of the world.
Indonesia is an archipelago that's rich in biodiversity.
We're talking lush tropical rainforests, vibrant rice terraces, and stunning coral reefs.
Add to that cheeky monkeys, exotic birds, and coffee-making animals, and you've got a journey into wild.
Indonesia has over 17,000 islands and over 130 active volcanoes.
And guess what? That means that no country in the world has more active volcanoes in it than this one. There's a reason why Bali is one of the top tourist destinations in Asia.
This was an incredible island, and what we experienced was unforgettable.
We flew into the capital city and drove north to a small coastal town called LOVINA.
We stayed at Villa Bloom, a modern open-air house with an edgeless pool overlooking the sea and the jungle.
And the villa came with a full-time staff. We had 2 amazing chefs, Penny and Katut.
We love the pool and the yoga deck. Paradise!
One of Lovina's main attractions is the black sand beaches. We couldn't wait to explore the islands.
The northern part of the island is mostly mountainous. It has dense vegetation and many rainforests.
The central part of the island has volcanic peaks and fertile land. The southern part of the island is home to popular beaches like Kuta and Seminyak.
Being on an island with such a diverse biome, it's not surprising there's a lot of waterfalls. Day 1, we took off to discover the area.
Lush greenery, rushing waterfalls, and a peaceful rainforest. Now this is Bali.
The name of the waterfalls is BANUMAYLA, which comes from 2 Balinese words. Banyu meaning water and mala meaning fragrance. So it's literally called the fragrance of water. What a cool name.
We trekked through the forest and navigated a tough trail. But the journey was well worth it. The twin waterfalls are over 100 feet high, with many smaller ones around them.
There was a natural pool at the base of the waterfalls, so we took a refreshing swim in the crystal cool waters.
There's nothing like perfect rainforest water.
To stand at the base of the waterfalls like that, surrounded by volcanic rock in the middle of the rainforest, it's just majestic.
I love being immersed in a new ecosystem. This is what our journey into wild is all about. The food in Bali is full of rich flavors, vibrant colors, and aromatic spices.
It's Indonesian food, of course, but with a Balinese touch. We wanted to learn about Balinese cooking, so we asked Penny to teach us.
Balinese satay is made with meat and grated coconut. They add lime leaves, lime zest, and coconut milk, and a beautiful blend of spices.
They make peanut sauce by grinding up fresh peanuts.
The mixture is wrapped around lemongrass or bamboo. Then it's grilled to perfection.
Nasi goreng is a famous fried rice dish in Indonesia.
Mixed vegetables, flavorful paste, and sweet soy sauce.
The coconut is always freshly grated. It tastes better that way. We made gluten-free donuts from fresh cane sugar. Perfect for my gluten-free mom. So many gorgeous desserts in Bali.
Even though Indonesia is the most populated Muslim country in the world, Bali is different.
The Balinese faith tradition incorporates a mix of practices from Buddhism, Hinduism, and Balinese traditions.
They worship local deities, spirits, and ancestors.
Colorful ceremonies and rituals are held all the time.
They include intricate dances, offerings, and processions.
We were invited to a local temple to observe their ceremony.
To go to a temple, you have to wear a special kind of outfit.
For women, colorful sarongs and lacy shirts, ideally white or yellow in color.
For men, it's also a sarong, a fitted shirt, and a head wrap. Classy. I felt like I was really in style wearing this in Bali.
The women carry elaborate offerings on their heads. Rice, fruit, vegetables, even whole chickens. And on a motorcycle.
We learned about the priests, the dances, and the sprinkling of the holy water.
They put rice on their bodies as a symbol of gratitude to the gods.
Even the kids know the rituals.
It's my birthday in Bali, so why not spend it with the dolphins?
Dolphins love to hang out on Bali's north coast. Who can blame them?
People take boats out to get close to the dolphins. The girls were so excited.
When we saw the dolphins so close, we were delighted.
There were so many of them.
It's pretty crazy to be surrounded by dolphins like this.
I got in the water to see them closer. I had to hold on tight because the boat was moving fast. The dolphins were right underneath me. How incredible to swim in open water with these mammals.
The underwater menu here is top-notch. A wide range of fish and tasty treats that dolphins love.
Some dolphins are passing through on epic migration routes, and they stop off on the north coast of Bali for a little R&R.
The sheltered bay gives dolphins a chance to rest from the strong currents.
Apparently, the north coast of Bali is the happening spot for dolphins.
Nestled in the heart of the north coast, the BANJAR hot springs offer an all-natural spa day.
It's a rainforest retreat where locals and tourists come for a rejuvenating soak.
Here's the cool part. There's 3 different pools, each with their own temperatures.
It's like having a personal hot tub menu.
Let's see, should I go for mild, medium, or hot and steamy?
The water is straight from volcanic hot springs.
And it's packed with minerals that are supposed to be good for your skin and well-being.
It has healing minerals, natural minerals that can heal like scabs or bruises or just irritation. So that's really cool, right? Super glad to be here.
To add a touch of Balinese flair, the pools are designed in traditional style.
They are decked out with stone carvings and statues.
These hot springs lead you right into relaxation. Ah.
Coconut tree climbing is a lot of fun.
The ability to climb a coconut tree is an important skill in farming areas.
If you can climb a tree, you can harvest coconuts whenever you want.
Skilled climbers often use their hands and feet to scale the tree.
We watched these local boys climbing the trees. Seriously, how do they do that?
Fresh coconut, anyone?
Balinese dance is a beautiful blend of tradition and artistic expression.
Stories are told through symbolic gestures and movements.
The gong is the pinnacle of the classic Balinese dance. It's all about precision and elegance. It's often performed by young girls.
Masterful finger articulations, eye expressions, and impeccable footwork.
Enter the gamelan, Bali's orchestra.
Metallophones, gongs, drums, and bamboo flutes.
Mudras is the language of the hands in the Balinese dance. It's kind of like sign language.
Every movement adds to the storyline. Every Balinese dancer is on a disciplined journey, starting at a very tender age.
We had to try it out, so we invited 2 Balinese dance teachers to give us a lesson.
They taught us the welcome dance, which is used in ceremonies throughout Bali.
We tried our best, but this will take some serious practice.
Eyes must move back and forth, one eye closed, one eye open.
Stretch the hands.
Now that's a fun dance.
The beaches of PEMUTERAN host the innovative Bio Rock Project.
It uses underwater steel structures and low voltage currents to stimulate coral growth.
That is a cool scientific endeavor.
The aim is to restore and sustain coral reefs. It also encourages responsible tourism.
The coral reefs in the area are known for their biodiversity. We saw vibrant corals and hundreds of fish.
Seeing a coral reef that is alive and vibrant like this can really make an impact on a child.
Many kinds of sea turtles around these shores are endangered.
Bali's waters are home to green sea turtles, loggerheads, hawkbills, and olive ridleys.
There is coastal development, pollution, and habitat destruction.
The sea turtles here are struggling to find safe nesting and feeding grounds. Some people illegally collect sea turtle eggs. This means there are less and less sea turtle populations.
Local organizations, government agencies, and international NGOs are all working together to protect sea turtle nesting sites.
We took the whole family to volunteer at a turtle hatchery where young sea turtles are growing in a safe environment.
People who find sea turtle eggs on the beach bring them here for protection until they hatch.
Otherwise, dogs dig them up, or boats get dragged over them, or other predators get them.
The babies will be released back into the ocean as soon as they're strong enough.
It's so fun being part of these conservation efforts.
A teenage boy is becoming a man today, and they're gonna cut his teeth, and we're gonna go celebrate with him.
Why are they cutting his teeth?
They want him to look less animalistic, and his pointer teeth kind of remind people of an animal, so they're gonna shave it down so he looks more refined and more aesthetically pleasing to the eye.
And so that he remembers to keep his animalistic instincts to himself.
Oh, you already knew the answer. Why are you asking me?
Just checking to make sure you knew what was going on.
The teeth filing ceremony is a rite of passage for Balinese teens who are moving into adulthood.
Yes, we said tooth filing, publicly, all dressed up.
It's a very big deal.
It's how the Balinese say, "Welcome to the grown-up club." Interesting.
We were invited to join in the local event. It's usually just family who gets to be invited, so we felt really honored.
First, there's a ritualistic cleansing.
It's kind of like brushing and flossing before going to the dentist, but with holy water and incense.
The main event involves filing down the sharp edges of the incisors and the canine teeth.
It's not as medieval as it sounds. They just smooth things out a bit.
The filing isn't just to look prettier, it is packed with symbolism.
They think the pointer teeth look too much like animals.
By filing them down, the idea is to shed animalistic traits like greed, jealousy, and anger.
It's the time to officially put away childish things and step into adulthood.
Balinese philosophy is all about balance, being in balance with nature, with humans, and with the spiritual realm.
And apparently with your teeth.
They file down the front 6 teeth. The idea is to get rid of what they call the 6 evil human traits. After the teeth are filed, the teen is given an object to bite down on. It represents 6 flavors: sweet, bitter, sour, salty, spicy, and astringent. It shows that a person is ready for all the things that life might bring to them.
The children say I'm sorry to the mom and dad. They ask forgiveness for everything they've done wrong.
At the end, the teen kneels down in front of their parents and asks forgiveness for everything they've ever done wrong.
The parents then forgive the child and give them a blessing. It's powerful stuff.
The parents place their hands on the head of the child and forgive them.
The filing is about balancing the forces within yourself.
From that day on, the person is considered a grown-up. So really, it's a coming-of-age ceremony.
It's my birthday and I'm turning 7 in Bali.
We threw Peyton a surprise pancake party overlooking the jungle.
I've had all my birthdays in different places on planet Earth. South Africa, California, France, England, Hawaii, Sicily, and now Bali. It's pretty cool being a traveling kid.
Scooters are Bali's main form of transportation.
Driving in Bali means heading into a jungle of scooters, cars, and dodging the occasional rooster.
Anybody who's anybody has a scooter in Bali.
In Bali, honking isn't just noise, it's communication.
Watch out!
Hey, I'm here.
Coming through.
Vehicles merge from all angles, and my job is to fit into the puzzle and ensure that I don't cause a traffic meltdown in the process.
Potholes, speed bumps, surprise obstacles.
It's just Bali keeping you on your toes.
We've seen everything you can imagine on the roads Bali.
Thankfully, Jed has some serious driving prowess, a lot of patience, and a great sense of humor. We went on to Ubud, which is considered a healing center in the center of Bali.
Ubud comes from the word abad, which means medicine in Balinese. Ubud is considered a healing hub.
In Ubud, you're surrounded by greenery.
It's like, hey, forget the chaos, chill here.
And yoga? Oh, honey, Ubud invented yoga.
At the center of it all is Ubud Palace.
Ubud Palace is a living legend. The royal family of Bali actually still lives here even though they don't have any political power.
Traditional Balinese design. Intricate carvings.
Down the road is a famous monkey forest.
There are trees towering overhead with ancient temples peeking through the foliage.
And monkeys. Lots of them.
What was that?
A monkey.
The monkey just came out of nowhere?
They're all over there.
What are they doing? One right here.
The monkeys are swinging from branches, doing acrobatics, and occasionally stealing the show.
So we're at Monkey Temple here in Bali, Indonesia. I've been looking everywhere for a monkey. I cannot find them anywhere. Have you seen a monkey? Oh, check it out.
If you're not careful, the monkey might steal your cookie and make it his new favorite snack.
These monkeys are tiny ninjas.
You have to watch out.
That monkey stole my cookie.
Hey, what just happened, Madison?
So Pate was eating a cookie and the monkey jumped up on her and it was literally as big as her in height and it grabbed it out of her hand and she was so scared.
So she's out of a cookie now?
Yeah. Probably shouldn't give her another one.
Craftsmen in Ubud turn stone, wood, and metal into artistic creations.
Masks and puppets are a big thing in Bali.
We went to a museum to learn more about the different kinds.
The SETIA Dharma House of Masks and Puppets has over 1,300 masks and 5,700 puppets.
The museum is housed in 4 traditional houses. This style is known as juglo.
The architecture comes from a different Indonesian island called Java.
Hi girls, welcome to the Puppet Museum. How amazing is this place? All over Bali, these puppets are used to celebrate special ceremonies and traditions. Actors climb inside these puppets and parade them through the streets.
On ceremonial days, people parade these puppets through the streets.
The Barong dance is a popular form of performance that depicts the eternal battle between good, Barong, and evil, Rangda.
Time and time again, Balinese talk about this balance between good and evil, light and dark. It's ingrained in the culture.
There's a long history of shadow puppets too.
Before people could read, this is how stories were told.
Seeing all of this inspired us to unleash our creativity.
We wanted to make some wood carvings of our own.
We found a cultural center in Ubud that offers classes.
Sanging is the word for wood carver or sculptor. They create intricate and culturally significant pieces.
Using just a piece of wood and some handmade tools, my teacher taught me how to carve a turtle.
And I made a frog that sings.
And I made a dog, my favorite animal in the world.
First, we drew.
When we carved, it took a long time. It's really kind of fun.
We did a lot of carving.
It's good for patience, right?
Eventually, we sanded our pieces. We were so proud.
I'm more interested in metals and gems than wood. I tried my hand at jewelry making. This is something I might want to do as a gemologist when I grow up. I made a beautiful necklace with the plumeria flower. This is a special flower in Bali. I'll carry this piece with me forever.
I love coffee, and I look for the best coffee experience in every country we visit.
We're here in Bali, Indonesia, in the middle of a coffee field. We are tasting a flight of coffees. There's ginseng coffee, chocolate coffee, there's fresh cocoa, pure cocoa, vanilla coffee, and Bali coffee. It's incredible. This is the freshest cup of coffee that I think we'll ever have because it was grown right here in the field below us. We're enjoying ourselves. Cheers to Balinese coffee.
Bali is known for producing some of the best coffee in the world.
It comes from an interesting place.
Here in the jungle, there's a special animal called the Indonesian palm civet.
Sometimes it's called a luwak.
It has a long body, short legs, and a banded tail.
These coffee connoisseurs munch on coffee cherries, but they only pick the very ripest ones.
When the civet eats the coffee bean, it ferments in its stomach. It can't digest the bean, so it's still whole when it comes out the other end. The beans are collected from their poop, cleaned, and roasted.
And there you go, luwak coffee.
This is the Asian palm civet. He eats coffee cherries and then excretes them. And he can't digest the actual cherries, so he just excretes whole beans. He actually likes coffee as well, don't you, buddy? Oh man, isn't that great? He's a fighter. He attacks squirrels, and he's very adept at climbing. So, oh, hey, yeah. He goes up trees, coffee trees, and grabs the berries. He's so good. Ooh, man. He's so good at finding ripe red cherries. He leaves all the green ones. So he actually goes and finds the best cherries for coffee farmers to enjoy. Hey, buddy. All right, man, look at you. I feel like a coffee tree right now.
Luwak coffee is the most exclusive and most expensive cup of joe in the entire world.
It's actually poop coffee. Ew. Stinky.
What do you got?
A little bit of poop coffee. It's delicious.
Acids in the civet's stomach give the bean a unique flavor.
I have to say, Luwak coffee is good, but I'm not sure I'd pay $50 to $100 a cup for it.
Because of the 130 volcanoes in Indonesia, the land is very rich.
That means lots of things grow here.
Pineapple grows on low bushes. I just think that's so cool.
Cinnamon is actually the inner bark of a tree. They peel the inner bark during the rainy season.
Then it dries in the sun and curls into cinnamon quills.
In my opinion, the very best thing that grows in Bali is cacao trees.
Their colorful pods are filled with cocoa beans.
They pluck ripe pods from the tree and extract the beans.
Kinda slimy.
The beans ferment, dry off in the sun, and then are sold to chocolate factories.
From these beans, they make chocolate. Yum!
We tried chocolate at the local chocolate factory.
That's some good chocolate.
But the most important crop in Indonesia is rice.
Here, they eat rice for 3 meals every day.
270 million people live in Indonesia, so they need a lot of rice.
Around Ubud are the famous rice terraces of Bali.
The landscape is so beautiful, we had to swing over it.
We put on long, flowy dresses and took off in the air. I'm flying!
We did lots of trekking through the rice terraces. It's a great way to see the rice terraces without getting dirty. We bought some dragon fruit from a local farmer. That's what I call a pretty view.
When farmers prepare the fields for rice, they plow and level the land.
They create a watery wonderland, which the rice loves.
Then, diligent ducks patrol the rice fields and munch on pests. No pesticides here.
We stayed in a house in the middle of the rice fields and quickly made friends with the local duck farmers.
They were so happy to teach the kids how to care for their ducks.
I felt so free running through the rice fields.
We fed and watered the ducks and gave them some cuddles too.
Aren't they so cute?
This happens naturally as you engage with the community and you have time and space to let it develop.
The landscape around Ubud is breathtaking. I agree with the name. It does feel healing somehow.
Irene, an Indonesian artist, taught us how to make recycled paper out of materials.
It's all part of the journey to be eco-friendly. Reduce, reuse, and recycle.
We blended up scrap paper with some water.
Old scraps into a brand new creation. Amazing!
When local artists share their mediums with us, we feel so inspired.
We finally made our way back down to the southern coast of Bali.
We had to check out one very famous place.
Some say there are over 20,000 temples on the small island of Bali.
This one is called Tanah Lot. It's a majestic series of sea temples. They're only accessible at low tide.
All kinds of mysteries swirl around this place.
There's a legend that says a priest from another island came here to spread Hinduism.
But when he was in this area, the local leaders disliked him because of his popularity.
So through meditation, he separated the land and made his own island.
At sunset, we could see the ladies coming to offer their gifts to the gods.
It's a sacred experience for them, and for some, it's a pilgrimage. We finished our time in Bali with a dip in our favorite pool deep inside the jungle.
It's a celebration of Bali's wildness and the epitome of the biodiversity of this volcanic island.
Just relax.
I love Bali.
I can't believe how much we experienced in such a short time.
Indonesia is one of the most interesting countries I've seen so far.
The artists of Bali made a huge impression on me.
In terms of flavor and fun, I'd say Bali totally delivered.
With everything we discovered here, we can see why it's a favorite of people all over the world.
We wholeheartedly recommend Bali as an adventurous family destination.
This is Journey into Wild Indonesia, the volcanic island.